So Arsenal look to start 2021 in the way that they finished 2020 with another victory as they visit West Bromwich Albion tomorrow. In this video, I preview that match. Hello, I'm Richard. Welcome back to my channel. Over and over and over again, the Positive Arsenal channel. In this video, I'm going to be looking ahead to tomorrow's big game for Arsenal away at West Bromwich Albion. Just before I do that, I want to make sure that you are subscribing to my channel. If you like what I do or you're new here, please click the subscribe button down in the corner there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as well. And if you've got any comments at all to make about the match tomorrow, about the team selection, or anything else to do with Arsenal, please drop me in the comments box as well, because I do love to hear from you guys. So in terms of previous meetings, we've actually played West Bromwich Albion 141 times in history. We've won 72. There's been 31 draws, and West Bromwich Albion have won 38. So we've clearly had the upper hand historically against West Brom, although we've only actually won one of our last 5 visits to the Hawthorns in the league, and that was a 1-0 victory back in November 2014. We've drawn 2 and lost 2 of the other 4. In fact, we've not won any of the last 3. We've drawn 1 and lost 2 of our last 3 visits there in the league. So it's not a particularly good recent record there. However, prior to that, we only had 1 defeat in 22 previous visits, and that was between February 1973 and October 2015. We won 13 of those 22 games and drew 8, so we did have a good record then. And in fact, going back even further, there was 37 matches that we played with West Bromwich Albion, home and away, between April 1979 and May 2015, and we lost only 3 of those games. We won 21 and drew 13. So we have got a decent record against them. I say just in recent years, we haven't done quite so well at Hawthorns. So let's hope we can turn that around tomorrow. In terms of a predicted lineup then, I'm not expecting there to be too many changes, but this is a game maybe Mikel Arteta might feel as though 1 or 2 players perhaps could do with a rest. A lot of games in a short space of time. Some players have played a lot of football as well, haven't they? I think maybe the one position I think in the team that may well get rotated could well be Gabriel Martinelli. Of course, he's an important player for us, but he's played a lot of games since he came back from his long-term injury, and he did look a little bit jaded against Brighton, didn't he? So I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe drop down to the bench. Perhaps Aubameyang might move to the left of the front 3 there, and maybe Lacazette will come back in the centre-forward position, because of course he made a big impact at Brighton, didn't he, coming on and scoring the vital winning goal. So I can see there being that may be slight change there. Maybe in midfield as well. Perhaps Mohamed El Neni, he's played a lot of football lately. He looked a bit off the pace against Brighton and against Chelsea, if we're honest. So I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see him drop out with perhaps Danny Ceballos coming in, or possibly Joe Willock, actually. He could possibly make an appearance as well there. In terms of the back 4, I don't think David Luiz will be ready to come straight back into the team. And would we really want to disrupt that great partnership that's been building up between Rob Holding and Pablo Mari? Maybe the right back position, there's a few options there, isn't there? If Hector Bellerin needs a rest, then there's always Cedric Suarez or Ainsley Maitland-Niles can come in there. I wouldn't expect there to be any change at left back now. Obviously, we've said Kolasinac going out on loan to Schalke till the end of the season. And of course, Bernd Leno is going to start in goal. So I wouldn't expect too many changes, maybe 1 or 2. So Martinelli perhaps being the main one to have a rest, and maybe Mohamed El Neni. Other than that, I think it's going to be a very similar side to the one that beat Chelsea, and of course, had that great away win at Brighton as well. I'm under no illusions this game's going to be easy, just because West Brom lost 5-0 at home to Leeds a couple of days ago. I'm sure Big Sam will have them really fired up for this game. They've got some good results recently away from home, haven't they? Away against Manchester City and Liverpool, where they've looked really solid defensively. At home, they seem to have struggled a bit. They've conceded a lot of goals. So I'm sure that's an area that Sam's going to be working on with them, and I can't see them being anywhere near as open as they were in the game against Leeds in particular. So I'm expecting West Brom to be a lot more organised and make it a lot more difficult for us. I think it's going to be quite similar actually to the game against Brighton. I don't think there's going to be a lot in it. I think the first goal could be crucial in this game, and I think if we can score, maybe particularly early on after what happened to them at home a couple of days ago, then I think we could go on and win this game without too many problems. But if West Brom do get a goal, we have struggled on this venue in the last few years, as I've said. So it could be a little bit more difficult. I do think we've now got a lot more confidence. We do seem to be playing in a system that suits the players. I think he's picked the right players as well recently. So I'm going to be confident that we can get a result in this game. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think Arsenal will win. So my prediction for this game is going to be West Bromwich Albion 0, Arsenal 2. So it's another important game, isn't it? I think we need to build on the momentum that we've picked up over Christmas with 2 great wins. And if we can win this game, we've then got other potentially winnable games as well coming up in January in the Premier League, plus of course the start of our FA Cup defence as well. So I think it's important that we continue this momentum that we've got, and this is a good opportunity to do that. West Brom aren't in great form, although I would expect, as I say, a response from them following that heavy defeat that they suffered at home during the week. I think it's going to be a tough game, but I do think Arsenal should have enough to win this game. I believe that we've got enough quality, and certainly if Mikel Arteta sticks with largely the same team that's played over the last 2 games, then I can't see us having too many issues to pick up the 3 points here. So it's another big game. It is an important game, and I'm expecting Arsenal to come out on top. And I'm looking for a good performance as well. It was a decent away performance against Brighton, a bit conservative maybe for large parts of that game, but we kept it tight. And in the second half, we expanded our play and got the goal. So if we play a similar way in this game, I'm sure we can get the right result that we need and keep pushing on up the league. So that's there in my preview of tomorrow's game against West Bromwich Albion. I've got a great show actually tomorrow afternoon, going live at 3 o'clock. I've got Connor from West Brom Fan TV coming on. Melvin's coming on as well. We're going to do all the usual stuff, looking at past meetings between the sides, memories of previous games, players that played for both clubs, and as well, of course, looking at this game in particular. And obviously, it'd be interesting to get Connor's view on his thoughts on Big Sam as well, taking over at West Brom and what's been going on there over the last few weeks as well. So that's going to be a great show. So that's going to be coming up at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And then I will be doing a live watch along of the game. I'll be going live about 7:45. Of course, it's a late kickoff, isn't it? So stay tuned to the channel. Lots going on. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel down in the corner there if you haven't done so already. Please give this video a thumbs up as well. So stay tuned. Lots coming up as we head in towards another big game tomorrow at the Hawthorns. So stay tuned to the channel. And in the meantime, of course, as always, come on, you Gunners! Let's stop 2021 as we mean to go on. Come on.